feedback.
Has anybody got an illegal phone on? Yeah. How are you? Still there? It's a ghost.
They put all the levels up everywhere, which is not what was needed. Never mind.
We have an address from Judith Harley. Thank you.
Lord Mayor, Councillors, as some of you may be aware, Monday the 15th of January was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day in the United States. In the US, Martin Luther King Jr. Day is a federal holiday to celebrate Dr. King's role in the American Civil Rights Movement and in combating legalised racism. In the UK, there is little mention of this celebration or its significance. During the week of January 20th to the 27th, Oxford Town Hall hosted the Never Again exhibition to mark Holocaust Memorial Day in Oxford. This event, held in association with Oxford Stand Up to Racism, whose website states, throughout the event there will be guest speakers invited from Jewish, Muslim, Roma, LGBTQ, women, disabled communities, trade unionists and the labour movement. There is no mention of guest speakers from the African Caribbean community. Oxford City Council gives great publicity to championing the LGBT communities. Oxford City Council is a Stonewall diversity champion, and the City Council marks Oxford Pride in June, Bi-Visibility Day in September, and International Trans Day of Remembrance in November. In the UK, African heritage people have yet to be granted a national day to remember those who suffered under colonialism and slavery. As mentioned earlier, Oxford City Council celebrates a range of days celebrating various communities. It is high time that the City Council acknowledged and addressed the challenges and limited life opportunities faced by those of African heritage in the city today. This could include an African Remembrance Day. On the Council's website, Councillor Turner is quoted, "We are proud of Oxford's position as a welcoming, tolerant city, while always aware that there is more that can be done so that everyone can feel at home here." And Councillor Hayes is quoted, "As a council, we seek to create a cohesive and tolerant community in the city and to understand the particular challenges facing different groups." It seems to me that the City Council sites are disproportionately set on championing the LGBT community, whilst the city's African Caribbean community are severely underrepresented, ill-considered, poorly served and generally neglected. Those of African heritage feel that they are being ignored, stigmatised and met with racism and disparity. Few of you, few of us, can possibly know what it is like to live in a black skin. My colleague Artwell submitted an address for today's council, expressing his concerns that the City Council's recent public call for drug dealers to be reported will result in disproportionate, unjustified, discriminatory and racist reporting of those of African heritage. This concern is supported by the fact that the current British Oscar nominee Daniel Kaluuya sued the police in 2013 for assault and false imprisonment after being wrongly suspected of drug dealing. Artwell's address was, in my opinion, unreasonably censored by council officers. It appears that whilst the City Council widely and publicly champions such matters as LGBT issues, it fails to address its own discrimination, racism, underrepresentation and disparity of opportunity, which affects Oxford African heritage residents today. Last September's David Lammy review revealed shocking levels of racial bias throughout the justice system, concluding that the treatment of African heritage young people is getting worse. The Lummy Review was followed by the government's October Race Disparity Audit, which highlights deeply ingrained racial disparities in the UK, especially for those of African heritage, in education, the courts, employment and life opportunities. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." What will you, the City Council, do to address the injustices too, and to understand the particular challenges facing Oxford's African Caribbean community, and make Oxford more welcoming to this group? This year marks the 50th anniversary of Dr. King's assassination. This year would be a good opportunity for Oxford City Council to recognise and begin to tackle the racism, neglect and lack of opportunity for those of African heritage in this city today, both within and outside the council.
I'm afraid your time is up.
I look
Thank you very
forward
much
to
for
hearing
speaking to us.
how you
Thank you.
plan to redress
Thank you.
this. Thank you. Thank you.
Councillor Price.
Lord Mayor, the City Council's priority, as Judith has said, has been to seek the equal treatment of all our citizens, from minority ethnic communities as well as from groups who experience this discrimination in whatever way, and recognise, as she has said in her address, that there have been many national reports that have focused particularly on the African Caribbean community. So as far as the council is concerned, we do maintain strong monitoring of that within our own services. We recently affiliated to the National Association of Black and Minority Ethnic Councillors, and we're contributing to their main equality tracker, which will be an important source of information on that data. As far as the details of the City Council's own policies are concerned, we're very happy to have conversations with the community, as we have on many occasions in the past. The African Heritage Acquis that Julie James runs is a very important partner in our cultural work, for example, and many years ago we had a long discussion about the community aspects of the African Caribbean community. So it is something which we've done a lot of. We're very happy to do more in the future, and we'll do that through our normal processes of linking with our various groups through our community team.
Thank you, Councillor Price. I don't think we normally take other statements at this stage. Thank you, Councillor Cresswell. No, I think you shouldn't. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Black History Month.
Thank you. Thank you, Judith. Thank you. We've had a response from Councillor Price.